السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين. Today we are going to learn is انما or انما always كافة ومكفوفة. Every time should we call انما or انما كافة ومكفوفة. It's a very important concept to understand, and we will learn this concept through the two verses of Quran. One verse is from Surah Al-Hujurat, إنما المؤمنون إخوة, and the second verse is from Surah Al-Zariyat, which is إنما توعدون لصادق. Remember, إنما or أنما can be ماالكافة ومكفوفة, but there is always a possibility for it to be a combination of harf nasb wa ismuha. Let's learn through these two verses. ماالكافة. ماالكافة is harfiya. It is a harf zaida, and as the name indicates, it blocks, it stops the action of inna wa akhawatuha. The action of harufi nasiba, which include inna wa akhawatuha, is they affect mubtada of jumla ismiya and change it to nasb, and mubtada is no longer called mubtada, it becomes ismu inna wa akhawatuha. If it is affected by anna, we call it ismu anna. If it is affected by laita, we call it ismu laita. So and so forth. In this case, however, when ma al kafa, which is a stopping ma, comes after inna or anna, it does not let these haruf nasiba make any effect on mubtada of jumla ismiya. So, since it's a harf, this combination innama is la mahalla laha min al-i'rab. And we can see here, instead of innal mu'minina ikhwatun, we have innamal mu'minuna ikhwatun. Mubtada is al-mu'minuna and ikhwatun is the khabar. If there was no ma here, we would expect here innal mu'minina ikhwatun. But since ma al-kafa was present between inna and mubtada, inna could not have any effect on the mubtada of jumla ismiya. Remember, there is nothing in Quran that is extra. This innama is adatul hasr, and it is bringing exclusivity in this verse. Therefore, the verse is translated as the believers are only brothers, or you can also say the believers are but brothers. So this hasr, this exclusivity is because of this innama. On the other hand, when ma is ma al mawsula, it is present after inna wa akhwatuha, it's going to be mabni al sakun fi mahalli nasbin. Since it is always ending with a sakoon, can never have fatha dhamma kasra, it's called mabni ala sakoon. After inna wa akhwatuha, it's always going to be nasbin status, therefore we call it fi mahalli nasbin. Since ma is ma al mawsula, we always look for silatul mawsul, which in this case, Surat al-Zariyat, is tu aduna, which is fail mudari, mabni lil majhul, مرفوع بثبوت النون لأنه من الأفعال الخمسة والنائب الفاعل واو الجماعة. Here we are seeing after a fail with naib al-fa'il واو الجماعة, an ism that is rough in status. There is no possibility of an outside naib al-fa'il if a fail has anything other than huwa or hiya. So this can never be naibul file. After you have found your ismu inna, you look for khabru inna, and sadiqun is your khabru inna, and it also has lamun muzahlaka attached to it. So whenever you are confused why there is an ism that is rough in status after a fail like this, think about innama as harf nasb wa ismuha. Let's do some more examples. Here I have a verse from Surah Al-Anfal, and it has annama. And the same thing is happening here. On the right hand column, ma is ma'alkafa, stopping ma, did not let anna affect amwalukum. So mubtada remained rough in status. It is not inna amwalakum. If there was no ma, I would expect inna amwalakum wa awladakum fitnatun. But since ma'alkafa was there, I am not seeing anna acting upon the mubtada of the sentence. And amwalukum is the mubtada, wa awladukum is ma'tuf ala amwalukum, and fitnatun is the khabar of the sentence. And you can see in the meaning the exclusivity that annama is bringing. Again, annama, when it is ma'alkafa wa makfufa, is adatul hasr, it will bring exclusivity. On the left hand side, I have a verse from Surah Ali Imran, verse number 178, and we can see here, وَلَا يَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّمَا نُمْلِي لَهُمْ خَيْرٌ لِأَنفُسِهِمْ. أَنَّمَا نُمْلِي لَهُمْ. نُمْلِي is فعل مضارع مرفوع بالضمة المقدرة على الياء. لهم is jar والمجرور متعلق بالفعل, and after فعل مضارع with file ضمير مستتر نحن, I am seeing a word that is rough in status. It cannot be an outside doer. This word cannot take an outside doer. So here again, ma is ma al mausula, anna is harf nasb, and ma is mausula ismu anna, numli lahum is silatul mausul, jumla failya la mahalla laha min al i'rab, and khairun is khabru anna. And li anfusihim is going to be muta'alliq bil khabar. Again, there is another innama here. Here, innama numli lahum liyazdadu ithma. Innama here is ma'alkafa wa makfufa, and it's bringing the meaning of exclusivity. And you can see here, we give them respite only for them to further advance in their sins. So again, adatul hasr when ma'kafa wa makfufa, when it is harf nasab wa ismuha, you will see after finding ismu anna, there is a khabru anna, which is khairun here. Few more examples to solidify this concept. When ma is ma'alkafa wa makfufa, innama is going to be adatul hasr, and here innama nahnu muslihun, mubtada is nahnu, muslihuna is the khabar, innama is adatul hasr, la mahalla laha min al-i'rab, and it's going to bring exclusivity in the verse. Again, وَإِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونُ adatul hasr. Therefore, you are going to see the meaning like only or but. Whenever ma al kafa is followed by jumla fi'liya, some grammarians call that ma al kafa also ma al mahiyya. Therefore, I put this name here that when ma al kafa is followed by jumla fi'liya or fail, it is given another name as well, which is ma al mahiyya. If you only remember kafa, that will also suffice. Again, innama with harf nasab wa ismuha. Here you can see innama sana'u kaidu sahir. So when I see fail, that is fail madin, with wabil jama'a as file, I look for what is happening around the verse. If there's an ism that is rough in status after a fail with wabil jama'a, I will think about innama as harf nasb wa ismuha, and this rough ism is going to be the khabar of inna. Like ma is going to be ismu inna with silatul mawsul sana'u la mahalla laha min al-i'rab, and kaidu is going to be khabru inna. Again, in this verse from Suratul An'am, verse number 134, inna ma tu aduna la atin. Atin is rough with dhamma on ya, that is mahzuf. Originally word was atiyun, but because it is sakil on the tongue, it has been changed to atin. So ma is ismu inna and atin is khabru inna. with lamul muzahlaka attached to it, and ma innama is not kafa wa makfufa because ma is affected by inna. It is translated as what, and after I have ismu inna, I must look for khabru inna. And I am seeing an ism that is rough in status after fail mudari, mabni lil majhul, wa naibul file, wabil jama'a. So there is no possibility of naibul file outside the fail since wabil jama'a is already naibul file. So this atin is khabru inna. I hope this helps you understand many verses of Quran, and now you will focus and you will make sure that you do not just call every innama or annama as kafa wa makfufa. You will also look for innama or annama as harf nasab wa ismuha, and you will be able to understand innama as harf nasab and ma as ma al mawsula. If you find this session beneficial, do not forget to share, like,